What's going on, everybody? How is everybody doing tonight? A good old Saturday night. Is it Saturday? Yeah, it's Saturday. Good old Saturday night stream. Let's get some music going. Let me make sure I got everything where I want it. Why is my Winamp not working? Here we go. Get on it, Winamp. What are you doing? All right, hold on, everybody. You know the deal. While I'm trying to configure this out, as we do in OBS when we launch on Mac OS, let me know. Oh, look at this. It's working. You know, I still haven't figured out what the thing is in OBS, where sometimes I launch, and this could have been working directly before I hit go live, but sometimes I hit go live and all of this disconnects. My music, the screen captures, all that stuff goes away. But sometimes it works just fine, like today. Maybe it's just gonna be a good night then. Let's see who was in here. There was a lot of people chatting in here. Jeff, you were first, Mr. Number 1. Thank you, Jeff, for always having my back on these live streams and off on Discord as well. I appreciate you, man. Hey, Solo, what's up? Thor Doja, Randy, you're the blame for this stream. I'll talk about that a little later, but good to see you in here as always. Hopefully you can give me some pointers if I mess some things up. Tiger Flyer, what's up? JP, yeah, it's definitely a slightly different day today. A little Saturday night action, might as well, you know. That's, you know, this one's kind of unrelated to everything around me here, but maybe at some point it'll all make sense and work out. We'll see. Mr. Walkman, Spencer, what's up? Gamer, your name is fitting for this. You know? Iceman, Saturday night, that's right. Hey, Fabrizio, what's going on? It's Sunday here. Oh, well, you're fast forwarded a bit. Hey, Lee, what's happening? Typing from my brand new keyboard. Look at that, and there's no missing keys. No extra, no extra buttons going on. Nice, dude. How you liking the 668? I probably need to do a new build, right? I should probably do one, a hand-built one on stream. Do a single-piece carbon fiber top like I've always wanted. Before, like, those size printers were impossible to get when I designed that thing. By the way, I designed that entirely in Tinkercad. And you're doing a giveaway. Yeah, always doing a giveaway. We don't deserve it. Yeah, right. Yeah, you have no choice. This is what you're getting. Don't put fingers on build plate. True. That's a statement to live by. Anyone else with CA super gluing their fingers from gluing prints together? Not this time. But speaking of that, you guys might know that I'm literally 2 pieces away from finishing this thing. And it's still not done because I'm waiting on filament to come. But the reason why I brought that up is because we have a new, it's, well, not a channel sponsor, but Gloop from 3D Gloop provided some Gloop PLA for the project. So now I actually have some quality glue to use on gluing the 1,000,000 pieces. So I will properly announce this in a video as soon as those are done. But yeah, really excited to try this stuff. Obviously on the higher end of glues, and I love how specific it is. It's kind of like there's just no BS. Like, you're gluing this PLA together. That's the stuff to get. Hey, John. Oh, all right, that was your comment, John. I just haven't said hi. Gryfang, what's up? Love 3D Gloop, yeah. Anthony Freeman, thank you very much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And welcome, everybody, to the 5 folks that get to join the YouTube crew. As soon as I'm done this video, I'm editing, which is almost done. I should probably finish it maybe tomorrow night. It's going to be hard to do, but either tomorrow night or Monday night, I will post it up. You guys get to see it. You guys get to see it early, at least 24 hours before everybody else. And comment, to talk, whatever. It'll all be on the channel in the YouTube member section before everybody else. Same with Discord. Keyboard's great. Nice. Because of the Pro Micro firmware, I wired the columns backwards. I then also made the mistake of wiring the rows and the pins and switches and not the diode legs. Oh man, I did that too. And I also didn't know that the diodes had to be facing the same way. I did it so many times, and that's why I have several of these. I ended up doing like three hand wire builds until I got it enough to post it, you know? So yeah. But Anthony, thank you again. Just to mention it again, thank you very much for those gifted. Appreciate it. Hey Frank, how you doing, buddy? Do you have a link to the Hodo electric screwdriver? I think my affiliate link to Hodo is down below always because I have a 5% off coupon. So I think it's in the description to every video, I think. Yeah, because I removed a whole bunch. I removed a whole bunch of links. Look, it looks like on my live streams, I still haven't removed some of these. Like, for example, I don't think California Filament's even doing referrals anymore, so that's gone. King Rune I haven't done anything with. Like, I gotta remove some of those, but is it on there? No, it's not. Why wouldn't Hodo be on there? See, I don't like that YouTube does this in a different way. Plus, OBS is there. Hold on, let me get you a link. Because I should have it just here somewhere. Actually, you know what, man? I'm gonna have to do it later. Okay, I'm gonna have to do it later because I'll be doing 10 different things and never actually start the stream. But JP, I do have 5% off. 5% off to Hodo. Oh man, yeah, that's the worst, man. You mentioned it last time, you didn't see it. That's because I thought it was, but I'm pretty sure, JP, I'm pretty sure that if you go to like any of my actual videos and not live streams, where all those things are unified, all the text down there is unified, I bet you'll find it in there. Oh my god. Yeah, that's tough. But hey, that's your first one. The fact that you got it working, that means the next one's gonna be even easier, so on and so on and so on, you know? Okay, yeah, cool. How was the Ender 3v3? It's been awesome. I haven't gotten it, so I sent over all the files, and you know the whole firmware essentially ripped off the drive to Destinal. Destinal got it. He ended up making a pre-root, and I haven't had time. I could have done it tonight, but I chose to do this live stream instead. So I'll get there. Hey DJ, what's up, man? And yes, thank you, Anthony. Okay, guys, let's talk about this thing. So this thing. Also, I guess I forgot again. In the chat right over here on the top, right there, there is a pinned comment that will take you to a gleam.io link. It'll look like this, where you can sign up to win a spool of filament. I don't know if we're going to do a full 2 hours. I think this might take less than 2 hours, but maybe not. But at the end of 2 hours, you have to be in the United States, you have to be present, and you have to fill out the question. You can win yourself a spool of 3D Max PLA Plus if it's in stock on their site, if the choice that you pick is in stock on their site. So that's number one. Number two, please, if you guys have time, check out shop.3dprintsos or store.3dprintsos, whichever one you want to type in, or click the link. That will take you here. This is my shop where I've been making some designs for some merch. You'll see some merch like this mat right here. Let's see, can I make it larger? Yeah, so this mat right over here, it's fairly large, perfect to work on. That's where I'm going to be building this thing. Shirts, mats, different selections of colors, and of course these fantastic, absolutely fantastic mugs. So all of it's illustrated by me, and I'm hoping to continue to do more as time goes on, and hopefully I have time to continue making these things. But pretty exciting. That's shop.3dprintsos.com. Gotta throw it in there, you know? Found your link? Thanks. Okay, cool. Was I right about it being in the videos, by the way? Drinking out of a mug now. Yeah, that's right. And thank you for ordering that. Okay, let's talk about this. So, because this is a bit random for the channel, I guess. But essentially, I found my original Game Boy when I moved to this house. I picked it up from my parents' house. It spent you know those Calyx shelves? Actually, there's a Calyx shelf right there. I used to have one in my basement at my parents' house, and I've had this. This is my childhood Game Boy, and it used to always work. I unfortunately misplaced my Tetris cartridge out of here. This is my Pokemon Blue cartridge from my Advanced SP. But anyway, I had it here at this house for about 7 years, right there, where that shell is. And before it was there, it was on a shelf where this brick is. There used to be a shelf there. So I had it here, and what I didn't realize was there were batteries in there the entire time. And somewhat recently, I've been chatting with Randy May. He's in here somewhere. If you guys don't know Randy, check out his channel. He has a really great, fantastic channel for 3D printing. But he also does a lot of handheld restorations and a whole bunch of other stuff. And related to restoring these things and game systems in general. Yeah, he kind of reignited my flame for these things, for these handhelds. And I used to have a ton. I have a bunch of other handhelds. They're all upstairs, actually. I probably should have brought them down here. That I do like retro gaming on when I'm just hanging out on the couch for a few minutes or whatever it might be. But anyway, I decided to go and play it. I turned it on, and it was completely corroded to the point where the contacts on the battery contacts down here were so bad that I had to replace them. The nickel plating came off of the connectors here. So these are actually new from this order, from all these parts that I'll go over a little later. So I essentially made a bunch of pieces of, what's it called, of aluminum tape to get it running. And that ended up booting it. The thing lost sound, and it didn't have sound. I'm not sure how the speaker got corroded, but the speaker got corroded. And then it was, the screen had a bunch of lines, vertical lines, luckily, not horizontal. And I was able to fix most of them through me messing around with it, trying to get it running, which it does. However, as you can tell in a second here, let's clean it up. You'll be able to tell shortly that it's missing a bunch of bars here, and this isn't repairable because my ribbon cable is actually damaged on the other side. You guys hear that? So yeah, the sound is working now because I ended up taking a speaker out of the donor Game Boy that I bought right over there from Randy, because Randy has a few, and I wanted a motherboard for this build. So essentially, I started playing this thing again, here and there with this screen. And as you guys know, if you guys had this, it's impossible to see. As you can tell, it's impossible. So if you're in a less than perfect lit room, which every room is less than perfect, it's impossible to see. So, and one of the things I always liked about this thing over any other handheld that I have, even modern ones obviously, that this thing feels amazing. The weight of it with these batteries, like, it just feels so good. So after seeing a bunch of Randy stuff, I decided to just build a cool one. So I ordered a bunch of stuff. I ordered a ton of stuff that's all over here, and right before it came, I realized, hey, this thing is functioning and I can use it. And not that it's a great experience anymore by today's standards, but I kind of, this is mine. Like, it's not anyone else's. This isn't something I bought. I've had this forever, since I was a kid. So I decided to just keep it. I'm going to take the batteries out of it, and, now that it's 100% functional, and I'm going to keep it. It has its dings, it has its scratches, it has its little markings from when I was a kid doing stuff. It has its little, issues here and there with the little pieces missing and whatnot. But I want to put this on display back up there where that broken one is, and I just want to have it. And then I also want to make one that's modernized. So that's kind of what this is all about. So for those that aren't into this stuff, you can buy a lot of things, but the one thing you can't really buy is the motherboard. So that's where the other Game Boy came. So I essentially, from Randy, bought a Game Boy that had a broken screen, it had horizontal lines, and I harvested this out of it. It's dirty, we got to clean it, that's going to be a part of this. But yeah, this is a functioning OEM DMG-01 motherboard, so that's what we're going to be using. And this looks actually a little bit better than mine. I'm not sure what I was doing when I was a kid with this thing, but it is what it is. So this just needs some deep cleaning. Then what I decided to do was I always like my electronics to be somewhat transparent, and this black transparent just spoke to me. So we're doing black transparent for the body. We're doing a glass screen cover here, and most importantly, we're doing an IPS backlit screen with color options. And what that means is, it means that it'll actually be backlit, so you can see it in every room. It's going to be super, super crispy because it's IPS. And you'll actually be able to see. It won't have that crazy motion blur. So I'm really excited about it. This is technically an almost no solder job. The only thing that I'll have to solder is the speaker. And this is an aftermarket speaker. It's a 1-watt speaker. And it has a little adhesive that you put on it so it doesn't wobble around everywhere. But we have to solder this to this, and I'll do that after cleaning. This is the board to the screen, and the click wheel, or the wheel that's usually here, the potentiometer, is now a click wheel for some options on the screen because it has an OSD. So pretty cool. The other couple things here are the buttons. I went with just black transparent, so the whole thing's black transparent. And what I forgot is I forgot the membranes. So I have these stock membranes from the donor. The problem is you can see them through the buttons, and which I don't like. So I'm going to order black. You'll also be able to see this in gray, the two start and select buttons, which is kind of a bummer. But I'll buy them, I'll order them, and that'll be the last piece to kind of do. But I can always do that later. So the major thing here is this. This is an Easy Flash Junior. I don't really need to explain this probably, but maybe. It essentially, instead of having cartridges for every single game, you can just use an SD card with your ROMs that you legally obtained. You can use this on multiple systems. You can use this cartridge on anything that uses a Game Boy cartridge, which is Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, and I think the older NDSs, right? So, or the DS, the DSi, DS Lite, I think. I don't remember off the top of my head. Randy would know much better than me. So we got this, and this also has saves on it, so it backs up the saves to actual files, which is great. So not only can you run everything from those 3 systems on here, on the one cartridge, but you no longer have to flip through these. So this is going to be major. So modern screen, modern, game selection, and then the only other thing that this thing was always brutal at was batteries. These are, somewhat high-end rechargeable batteries for cameras. I have a bunch of camera gear, so I have them. Don't keep them in there, obviously. But that's kind of the downside, is fumbling through this, always breaking these things. So on this one, on the ultimate, Game Boy build, we have this. It's slightly off the screen because I'm charging it right now. But this is a LiPo battery with a USB-C charging board, okay? And it's charging from a USB cord from my computer. And what's cool is you can buy one of these. This door goes on the back of the console, and you can just plug it in. So it's essentially a pick up and play game, Game Boy in the same style, with a significantly better screen and just all modern things. So I'm super, super excited, super pumped to get it done, just because it'll be fun. And if you guys enjoy this thing and this type of content, I'll probably do a little video on it, and then maybe have more. I have ideas for a bunch more. I would love to get my SP back, because I think I either sold it or gave it away or whatever it might be. I don't have my Nintendo SP anymore, and there's a lot of mods for it. I would have loved to 3D print a case, but I couldn't find one that's any good. And I don't think this one lends itself well to 3D printing, in my personal opinion. However, the SP, because you can do a hingeless SP mod, I think some of that would be really fun, especially in some like high-end filaments. So if you guys like this type of stuff, maybe we'll go ahead and do something like that and see where it's at. Let's see what else we got. I've got a case going on my 3rd drawer from the set you printed last week. All I could fit was a 3x5 grid one. It's all because of you, my messy desk that I'm printing it. Oh, cool, cool. You mean this thing, the thing that's back here? This? Bad caps. Oh, from the keyboard. Okay. You guys should watch a Tetris movie. It's a really good story about the origin of the game. Yeah. True. I need to watch it. I've seen. I know about the game. Being of Russian descent, obviously Tetris. Look at Randy. He's pretty much trolling me in here with the little smiley face. I bought each of my kids one of those. Bought the wife a Game Boy Color. Yeah, they invaded my PS1 space with their I Want to Play is nice. Of course they did. Yeah, I do. That thing was a unit. I never had one. Brandy has a couple in there. I have 3 Game Gear. See, there you go. Yeah, those things are massive. There's a lot of mods for the Game Gear. Nice. Yeah, there's a lot of mods for all of them, which is so cool. Especially the what's it called? DS's. There's a ton you can do. So how exactly do you get the motherboards? You just buy broken? Yeah, that's how you get them. The best would be to harvest one from an original. So, eBay, marketplace, or thrift stores. A lot of thrift stores have them. You can even check like online thrift store auctions. There's a lot of people buying them and reselling them. You can see the prices on them are actually really high. The ones that are like built and fixed or refurbished essentially. But yeah, you can find them for anywhere from, let's say, 15 to 60 bucks. 60 bucks is probably on the upper end of something that's damaged where you can get one. But yeah, you can probably get one for somewhere in that region, just depending on the parts that are in it. Now, Randy will be the first person to tell you that sometimes when you get one, they're in pretty rough shape. So that's kind of to be expected. Like this one happens to be in decent shape. There is some rot going on here, but it's not bad. Nothing here is bad whatsoever. And I've plugged in games into this, and this was functional, so I'm okay with continuing. But I've seen some pretty bad ones. There's a typo in the handheld legend. Thank you, JP. Man, my links have been so poor. It's because whenever I jump on to do one of these things, I'm always like rushing, admittedly, to get that part done so I can like go do something else right before the stream. Let's see. Handheldlegends.com. Is it Legend? Oh, it is Legend. Yeah. My bad, everybody. My links have been just off the chain. Yeah, Handheld Legends is great. I bought a bunch of stuff from there. I'm going to change those links a little later as well. I'm going to update them with links from AliExpress, because you can totally get a bunch of the stuff for way cheaper. Like way cheaper. You just have to wait. So we'll get there. I've got the original lime green color. Nice. Still works. Yeah, man. That's what this was like, loaded. I just figured, why not? Off topic, was wondering if yes, I don't have it on my machine yet, but yes, it's been rooted. I will get to it as soon as I can. Yeah, I do too. I really do too. Yeah, I'll send a message to Dustin all after this, and we'll get to it. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. No links. No Temmie links. All right, so let's get started. Let me try to find like a view that will work here, because I don't necessarily do a lot of this type of stuff, but it is what it is. Here, let's do this first. So we got to do some cleaning. All right, and then let's do this, and let me zoom in a bit. There we go. Let's move over a hair. That way you guys can always see what I'm doing. And let's make it a little brighter. And autofocus is fine. Keep my eyes, please. Yeah. Creality Slicer. Yeah. You guys know. You all know. All right, so you heard the backstory. I'm sure you hear it again if I actually end up doing a video on this, right? But let's set that aside. Helldivers 2. I never heard of that one. All right, I got my IPA. I have my little baby toothbrush. So the idea here is we're just going to clean off all this gunk before we shove this into our beautiful new case. And then while this thing is drying, we'll do some soldering and start throwing everything in the case and see how far we get I'm thinking 2 hours is more than enough. Let's get some more IPA on here, can't hurt. Yeah, like it looks like some of this stuff is just gonna remain, but you know, I figured transparent case, not that it's too transparent there. Might as well clean her up just a bit just to see what the condition is in. What the condition this thing is in. It looks like there's a little bit of corrosion here and there, but like I said, it's really decent shape, better than mine. And some of the stuff is just flux. Really, it's like burnt flux that didn't get cleaned. But some of it is usually at the entry points where the case is like open a bit, like right here. On this side where the jack is, where the power button is, you know. So on this side, I'm going to be a little bit more gentle because there is a ton of actual components on here. I don't really need to be digging around here too much. We'll just kind of clean her up a bit. On this one, I'm just going to go and get some ISO on the actual toothbrush and not anywhere else. And then in the game cart, so I actually had the game cart misread a bunch of times. And I don't have one of those cleaning carts. They do sell them actually. And look at this goo we're getting off here, so it's definitely cleaning something. But yeah, we'll just keep going. And let this thing dry real good like. Let's get the power button nice and clean. Schmutz. You said that last stream, didn't you? Nice. Alright, so we got to make sure that when we do go to turn this thing on, that we do not, we got to make sure that everything's super dry beforehand. There we go. One thing, on this one specifically, the terminals, at least these main terminals, are in significantly better shape than mine were. I mean, I would say that the batteries that I left in there had to have been in there for like 10 plus years. Like, they were more than corroded. They were like rooted. They were like a singular unit at that point. Oh, for those that have been kind of like following along everywhere else, the Creality, what's it called? Filament dryer is pretty good. Like, it's a little loud. It's a little louder than I'd like it to be. But that's because it doesn't have... That's the way that it circulates air. It has a fan in there. But man, it's great. It gets hot really quickly. It maintains the heat really easily. The display is super easy to read. It's a good one. It's just a good one. Let's get this plastic clean. Like I said, not that anyone's going to be in here for any reason, but I'd rather do it one time and be done with it. So it looks like there's more schmutz on this end. Let me try to get this a little bit harder. There we go. Alright, that's going to be all we need it to be. So now we will just let it dry. Let's get these out of here. Alright. Set her down to dry. And let's get that fan soldered up. Let's see what you guys are saying. Hey, Martin, how you doing? Alcohol all through parts beside the screen. Yes. Yes. And luckily, since everything else is completely new and untouched, Oh, I do need to clean these things. So that's the last part, actually. So yeah, like I mentioned, that's the only thing I forgot for the build, which is kind of hilarious. And I don't know what happened. I thought they were in my cart when I ordered them, but I guess they weren't. But these are the OEM ones. They're great, obviously, but I would much rather have black ones to match the case, because the problem is the buttons are transparent, so you can see the blue and the ivory colors, and you can see the gray, obviously. So what I want to do with that is I'm gonna put some Sharpie on there for now, because this particular set I don't really mind. As long as my originals are good to go, I will be happy. So I'm gonna do that for this one, and then I'm gonna place an order for the buttons, because I'm gonna get some other stuff as well. Especially if you guys seem to enjoy some of this content, because it's just no pressure content, no nonsense, no manufacturers. You know what I mean? Like, no one's involved. And I stay away from that stuff anyway, but this is even more removed, which I like. Okay, this is looking clean. This, I wonder how many years of schmutz this stuff has in it. Ages and ages. All right, that's all good. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Hey Randy, do they make aftermarket motherboards? I don't think so, right? I think it's always OEM, or you can use like other Nintendo bits on these things, right? I have two Creality Dropbox 2.0 that work pretty well. Nice. To clean the game cart reader, I just use a game I don't care about and load up the contacts with alcohol and put the card in about 20 times. See, with me, I don't have any carts. I literally have two. I have the Easy Flash and my Pokemon Blue, which I would like to keep. I guess because of this, I'm starting a new game, huh? A new save. Which I know you have that save thing. Maybe I'll grab one at some point. I don't know. It depends on how deep into this rabbit hole I go, right? Never ordered stuff from Ali during the Luna year. Still waiting for stuff from December. Really? I actually ordered... I order almost too much from AliExpress, to be honest with you. And so there's a way to shop. So Frank, there's a way to shop on there. When you're looking for stuff, make sure that it's the, what's it called? I think they call it like Super Saver or something. They like have like a red stamp on there. And that stuff usually ships in about 2 weeks. If you're in the United States, of course. Like I'm on the East Coast, I've been getting stuff in about 2 weeks regularly. Wow, Caleb over here making syrup. That sounds so good. I never had like fresh maple syrup. That sounds delicious. Choice. I get stuff in 6 days. Yeah, I think you have to shop like through it. Like there's a specific way to do it. Not for this one, but they just came out with one motherboard for the Game Boy Color. I think I saw one for the Advance as well. I think I saw one for the Advance, but I think you still need to move the chips or something. I gotta look into it, but I've seen like scratch-built Advance builds, which we'll see. All right, let's get on to soldering. Let me try to move this a bit. I don't think we'll need this anymore, but just in case. Let's set this off to the side so that it's drying. All right, we need the speaker, and we need this guy. And let's, well, do we need these? I don't think we need these for anything. But we need to make a deal with Canadian Maple Syrup Mafia to get fresh maple syrup. I would do it. I would do it. Quick shopping stuff on Alley is called Choice. Oh, okay. Yeah. If you leave stuff in your car for over 3 days, they send you a voucher too. Look at that. Oh, is that why I pretty much constantly get bombarded with emails from those things in my cart? That would make sense. That makes sense. Actually, I do need these. Looks like it'd be easier to clamp this. Yeah, it's going to be easier to clamp this. Let's do it this way. And I'll move the camera in a second. Back in 5. All right, Caleb will be here. The Game Boy Color is just good to go, unlike the GBA that you have to swap chips. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, see, I thought I saw the swapping of the chips. All right, let's see if I can do this without damaging these bad boys. Also, whatever this tune is fantastic. Let me think about this too. I guess it doesn't matter. It'll fold up in there in one way or another. The question I have is, do I go under? Yes, we're gonna go under because this is usually under. If that's the case, we're gonna do this. Whoops. I guess I turned this the wrong way. How'd these get so loose? They're usually super tight. There we go. Alright, hold on. Where's the front? This is gonna be the front. Go. All right, so hold on. Let me think about it. This is the back. Nope, here's the buttons. So the screen mounts on this side, which means the speaker goes where? Going this way. So it has to go from here. Okay, okay, okay. I see. We're soldering from this side down. We're soldering this side down, and this is going to be firing downward. So it needs to go like this. And like this. All right, let me tin everything. And then we're gonna go ahead and solder that. It's on the Funny Playing website. Oh, like how to solder it? Let's see. Actually, this isn't the Funny Playing display, but it should be the same. This is the, what's it called? It starts with an H. High speed IDO. Version, yeah, this one's, well, this isn't even the right one. Let's go high speed IDO IPS V5 DMG. I don't think they have an image on here actually, but let's see if they have their own. Whoops, let's see if they have their own site. Do they have their own site? Of course, AliExpress pops up. They might not have their own site. That's okay. It doesn't actually matter. Those wires won't be in the way whatsoever. But It would be nice to have a little reference at some point. If I don't find one in the next like 5 seconds. Here we go. Ah. So they have an OEM speaker. So yeah, it's from this side. Okay, at least I'm doing that correctly. All right. And this also has to face the front. Yes. Okay, so that's correct. The orientation that I have it is correct. Thanks, Randy. Found one thing I don't like about the cheating machines. They need a sensor that tells it when you forgot to put build plate back on. Yes. Yes. Do you have any soldering iron recommendations? I personally use the D60, but if I had to buy again, I would probably get the TS100. It uses the same tips. I think it goes to 450 instead of just 400. Not that that's such a rare occurrence, but technically, if you want to save yourself some money, I have done all my soldering with this super cheap D60. The thing is, and you can always get a power adapter, is I have a ton of these 6S batteries that I use for quads, for drones. I also use 3S batteries that from like my RC trucks, which work, but they're much slower to heat. But this thing heats so fast. I'm actually going to show you in a second so that you just see it for yourself. You can also, you have a ton of different tip options. Where is my little battery monitor? I have a feeling that, oh right, I have it in the plain build box, which is right here. Oh, speaking of the plain build, I finally got the wire we need. So that's in. So that plane is going to have another live stream soon, because that should be ready. There we go. I just want to make sure that my LiPo is still good. Come on, baby. Whoops. Where are we at? Let's see what the cells are at. 23.3, which is 3.87. Okay, we still have some juice in this one before I charge it. What this little thing is, it's essentially a buzzer. You can put it on planes or quads or anything on a battery, and you can set the at which voltage you want this thing to start beeping at like crazy. So it's used for things that don't have like a speed controller that has battery monitoring, like a plane, or an old school plane rather, because new school stuff has it. And it can give you an audible, really loud noise. But here, let me show you why I like this one, Fabrizio. Well, let me move everything else out of the way. Hey, Jose. What's up, man? Yeah, TS101. Yeah, I mean, use the same tips. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I see it now. Oh, it's all, it gets all messed up. Scam. Yeah, like I said, man, I solder a ton of batteries, like a ton. So, not bad, like everything. I solder everything. You guys see me use this thing all the time. I use it for inserts. I use this for everything. So check this out. So I have it set to 400. Here we go. I'm going to start it up. This is from a 6-cell battery. So one of the reasons why I wanted to be this setup is, one, it's super portable, but I can also take this anywhere in my backpack if I'm going to fly some drones for like a specific amount of time. This is perfect to put in your bag. So there you go, right there. We're heated. That's 400 degrees already. That's faster than any other soldering iron that I've ever had, and it's just fantastic, and I love it. I will turn it down in a second because this is too hot for this. All right. Turn this down to about 350. There we go. Let's turn it down. Hit double to escape. And it's already at 350, so it's kind of nuts, really. It's beautiful. Oh, you know what? Let me get some tweezers. Doesn't look like I missed much. No, I start talking and that's it. Oh, I got an adapter from Milwaukee batteries. Nice. Yeah, lucky for us, there is a million options, which is fantastic. But I've not really regretted this thing. Okay, we got one. Probably should have put a little flux on there. And two. Okay, that should be good for the speaker. And there's lots of ways you can cancel everything. You can double click, but you can also just unplug. And I'll unplug from the battery as well. And we'll set that thing over there to cool. So yeah, you don't need to have a super expensive one to have a really nice iron, as long as you keep your tips clean. And the cool part about this one is it takes the same tips as, you know, the TS 100 and 101. I don't know about the Pine Sol. I think the Pine Sol takes different ones, but it's really inexpensive. It's a D60. Yes, it is a D60. Oh, okay. What brand is that iron? I don't know the brand of it. That's because that's not a brand. But it works from anything from 12 volts to 24 volts. And there's plenty of power adapters and all kinds of things. It uses a USB-C connector. So technically speaking, you could hook up a USB-C to a printer style power supply if you wanted to put a power supply station type thing and use it from there. All kinds of funky stuff. But yeah, it's super portable and tiny. You essentially just, you know, this is my entire everything I would ever need to do any kind of soldering is in here. And it's, you know, it's tiny. Oh, here's the brand. It's a Secure. It's a Secure D60. That's the brand. Because it's so secure. All right, that battery pack will sit right there. All right. Radio Shack irons. I miss Radio Shack so much. Yeah, this thing it gets so hot. You can solder pretty much anything that I've ever thrown at it. I've never had trouble soldering as soon as I got that one. All right, so that was the only thing we needed to do, and this thing is going to be kind of cumbersome at some point. So we'll see how all that plays out. Of course. But it does seem kind of odd. Okay. Let's get the motherboard in. It should be dry by now. So we will get this side situated. And I am going to use OEM screws, and they are tri-tips for the body itself, for the shell, and I'm going to stick with that. All right, let's go ahead and throw this in there. Drop. That fits perfect. Oh, forgot the power button. Good thing I looked. Let's slip that in there. And then what I'll do is I'll check the view, make sure the view is cool with everybody. There we go. All right, let's get these out. We still have our Radio Shack? Really? I got none of that. We have nothing. Our Radio Shack is history. All right, of course, we're going to use the small Hodo today. Yeah, I guess I can zoom in just a bit more. For those of you guys just joining in, there is a pinned comment at the top of the chat. Feel free to jump in there. Left some solder out. And get yourself a chance to win a spool of 3D Max PLA. If you're into 3D printing, if you're here for this content, well, just hang out. I'm excited to have you. All right, let's get this little board on first. And these have to get threaded in because, well, they've never been threaded. Let's take our time here, actually. Looks like that one's starting to go, which is not a good sign. What I should have done is, I probably should have started to thread this beforehand, like before putting the electronics on there. That's probably what a smart person would have done. Yeah, I can see these holes are not very... This plastic is obviously different than OEM. It is definitely not soft. It is a very brittle plastic. So I actually wonder if there's a better fitting tip. Which, let's see if we got one. Micro Center is almost like Radio Shack. It is. It's pretty close. It's the closest. Well, technically, it's better. Right, DJ? Like, Micro Center is unbelievable. But there was like a little electronic shop vibe, you know? The Radio Shack. Like, it had something going on. One thing I'm wondering is if this body can even handle going the same distance as the OEM screws. Like, are they butting up? I think they are. And I don't think there was different size screws for this. Let me see if I can tighten them where they need to go. Yeah, like that's butting up against the other side. So that's as deep as they go. Let's try that again. Okay. Let's see how the spacing works out. I guess I could always put like a washer on there if I need to. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so this hardware, the OEM hardware, maybe that's why they give you hardware. This hardware is too long. And now I wonder if the hardware that they gave me is actually shorter. Well, time to check. So the shell itself came with hardware, but I obviously wanted to use OEM. I think that's shorter. Yep, I think that might be shorter. Let's see these two little guys. Yeah, there's long ones and short ones in here. Let's see. Can you guys tell from there? It's the same. And the thread's different. I don't have shorter ones. So, that's fun. Let's see, maybe they cut better or something. No, they fit. Or they just cut better. All right, we're using these little ones down here. I wonder if that means that I shouldn't use OEM ones. Randy, you might know. Have you used aftermarket ones like this? Aftermarket shells? Fries, and we never had a fries here. Quiznos, yeah, we have a couple, I think. I haven't been to Quiznos in ages. Yeah, Micro Center. Hey, Jake, what's up, man? Ferda. Fednor. Nice. Bathing in that milk. Good for the skin. Amazing. That's some next level skin treatment you got, man. Very exotic. All right, so far so good. And by that I mean already ran into our first issue, but that's okay. All right, so I'm going to take these out here, and we're going to get the smaller ones. Let's separate these small ones from the large ones. There we go. I don't think we need them all either. Should be 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm guessing this is just a random number now because there should be 6 long ones for the body, for the outside 2 pieces, like the clamshell. So I don't know why that's such a random number for the hardware here. Screws, as you can see, but these are the OEM ones. The brighter, longer ones are the tri-tips for the outside of the shell, and the rest are for the electronics. But like we just saw, I think we're going to be using the aftermarket ones, which I didn't want to do, but that's okay. All right, that's all good. Let's get these in. There should be, what, 4, I think? Now I don't remember. Yeah, these go right in there like it's nothing. Almost like too light. Oh, that's because that one doesn't go there. So this one, it doesn't have holes where you screw this in. I'm guessing that's because of the display or what? So that's all the way through. What? Okay, so this shell, I don't want to take this apart again. I've taken it apart so many times. Oh, right, I only left one in here. Okay, we could take it apart. I'm going to take apart the donor here and see. Yeah, okay, so these two, but what would they hold? They don't hold anything. Now I'm lost. What do you usually screw in? It looks like these two. But these two they seem pretty unnecessary. I guess I could be wrong. Yeah, like that doesn't go in. Like that's, what is that for? That's not actually gonna hold anything. Sadly, you might have to use aftermarket ones due to the OEM being too long sometimes. Yeah, it seems like that's the case, but I'm also searching for how to attach this one here. And I honestly can't tell. This, you can't attach it with this. That's just to keep it in place. These two are to go through the body. These two, which is, I'm guessing where you would attach it. Is that here? No. There's nothing here that you would use that. That's a through, and that's a through. What am I missing here? Yeah, it looks like on the old one, you screwed it in right here with 2. But on this one, there's nothing to screw it to because these openings are too large. Huh. There are pillars for them. I don't know what the hardware would be for. I'm guessing this just stays like that. It's just friction fit on these? Anybody in the chat actually know for real, like from experience? It'd be helpful. I use a desktop DC power supply all the time. Yeah, me too. Well, I would like to are the words that I was trying to use. I don't know why me too came out of my mouth. I literally wanted to say, me too. As in like I wanted to. Let me go grab one of mine and look. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Footer's lost. We need to send the Coast Guard. Yeah, as you guys can tell, it's not only 3D printers that I get lost in. While Randy is grabbing one, DMG-01 Motherboard. I'm sure there's photos of them pre-installed. Here we go, right here. So, this one's all unscrewed. Yeah, all the hardware is off on that one. 100% pure. Good thing it's a 2-hour stream. Yeah. See? Maybe my subconscious already knew what would happen. Here we go. This one still looks together. Let's take a look-see. Aha. But why? Why are these in here? They don't touch the... Oh, I see. I see. I see. Randy, I got it, man. If you can hear. So these, that part that you can see, the black piece that you can see right there, that's actually on the motherboard. It's a plastic and it does go through. I got it, man. I got it. Do you have a link to those boxes anywhere? Once you put up those large format printers, you'll need something to print out. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're in that video. If you go to my channel, I think it's like the second video. All the links are in there, including to the remix that I just did. Actually, I don't know if I put the remix link in there. But I just remixed to the larger drawer. That's all in there. Randy, I don't know if you can hear this, man. But we have located the issue. So this part, it just looks like it's not a part of it, but it is. Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah, yeah. Thanks, Caleb. Yeah, yeah. So the reason why I was so confused is because I thought those pillars of black were poking through the motherboard, but they're a part of the motherboard. They're pieces of plastic on the motherboard. And the only reason why that got confusing is because I'm using a black case. So yeah, now that's on, and then this and this hold it together. This holds it on, that holds it on. Okay. All right, so we got the motherboard in. That's fantastic. Happy about that. I guess our cartridge would go in here like this. Perfect. And apparently you can get different cases for this card even. So maybe if I'm feeling crazy, we'll do a black transparent, although this is fine. Okay, so that's this side. It should be really, really easy. There should be nothing crazy going on here. However, the crazier stuff is coming. So the one thing I want to do is let me put away all these OEM screws. Oh no, I'm using the tri-tips. I just won't be able to use these, I don't think. won't be able to use these because they're long, too long for this particular case. Okay, cool. Downloaded. All right, good. Yeah, I remember Xmods. Those were really fun. I had one. What did I have? I had something that I regretted buying later. I had like an RSX, which was a really random car for me because I loved Integras, but I never really loved the RSX. And I think I had one of them. I later got one, like way later. Got one from a buddy of mine, Skyline, but I sold it. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I know there's a lot of mods for them. Get it? They were kind of like, ooh, that's strong. They were kind of like made for the community, right? All right, so I'm kind of scared to do this part, but we're gonna have to do it one way or another. So we gotta do the screen. I gotta have like clean hands, I think. Here, let's maybe move this off of here. As much as I want to have all the hardware in the shot and whatnot. So we got long screws, short screws, and these are OEM tri-tips. You can't even see them. That's okay. That's all right. We'll just do the work area. Come on. Come on, camera. There we go. All right. So I'm going to go with the clear buttons. Let's throw those in. Throw those in. Throw those in. As a very temporary solution, I am going to use a Sharpie on the fronts of this. That should clean off later as soon as the other ones come in, but I just don't want to see them through the buttons, which you can totally see. So I'll leave that a bit and do a second coat. I also saw this one mod that gave you LEDs on the buttons, which seems kind of cool. That might be another way to like really modernize, you know, the look of things with LEDs. Kind of like printers, kind of like printing. As soon as you add a nice like LED bar, things just kind of pop and look really nice. Might be a similar scenario, we'll see. I'm going to have to make a video on my SP build for my channel. Have all the parts. Nice. Yeah, that's fantastic, man. I'd love to watch it and see it. And yeah, like I said, I think SP is the way to go. I'd probably like to do some DS stuff. I don't know which one, though. We'll figure it out. And maybe some Wii stuff at some point, too. Why aren't these buttons in case 3D printed? Because there aren't really good available ones, to be completely honest with you. That's why I keep talking about the SP, the Advanced SP. There's a really good looking case. And it might actually be fun to try to print it with my, what's it called, printer? Resin printer, because I haven't used the resin printer in probably 2 years, maybe a little longer. So I think it might be fun to do that, just because I haven't even done it on my channel ever. And I still have my really old one, so that might be fun, even though I dislike resin printing. All right, let's use this so that it's propped up a little bit. All right, what's first? We got the screen. We have the casing that goes in here, not the casing, the alignment tool. Let's use that. I believe that just slides in like that. All right. We need to put in this ring on the speaker so that it's held in to some degree. So let's do that. Because this, I think it's a 28 millimeter speaker, is actually not the correct size. So this is a little bit smaller. It's a great speaker. It should be good, but it needs to be held down because it's not gonna pop in there quite like the OEM speaker does. I have it all. Just let me know what you need. He literally does have it all. No lie. And will do, man. Will do. I have a resin printer still in the box. Getting old already. No one should ever print with UV slime. Yeah, I mean, I personally don't like it. I just don't like it. I don't like the smell. I don't like the process. I don't like how messy it is. I get asked about it all the time. All right, so here's the IPS screen. We're not going to peel it quite yet. I did test it just to make sure that it lights up. It does light up, so I'm excited about that. And let's get this thing together and figure this out. So there's a little notch up here that you kind of open. Oh, it looks like it's already flapping. That's good. This goes here like that, and you kind of hold it in place. Slide this ribbon cable, blue side up, in here. It's kind of cumbersome, like that. And you push this tiny little piece downward so it holds it in there without breaking anything. All right, that's that. And I believe you want this to sit on here. I actually don't know how the display is held. Maybe we need some double side tape of sorts, which I have. I have the Scotch tape. They did give you tape. Let's see. What is it? High speed IDO. Was that what it was? High speed IDO. Let's see. That's an easy fix. That is an easy fix. What? Chad? Relax, bro. Alright, hold on. There's instructions in a link somewhere that I'm trying to get to. Right here. Alright. Okay, so we did that. This. What is this? Double-sided tape, it says. Oh, to this. Yeah, so I did that already because I needed it to test it. Blue thing up. We did that. Someone ping me? No, what was that noise? I had a weird noise come up on my machine. Anyway. Okay. Oh, here we go. That's how it's held. Okay, on there we need to apply a little piece of tape. So let's do that. So they did apply some tape, but they said not to use it. Interestingly enough, they said it's very permanent. So if you were to try to take it apart for maintenance or whatever, it'd be harder to do. So when the manufacturer says that, or at least the people that sell that product say that, you kind of follow that along, you know. All right, I got hair on this, so I'm gonna pull that out and get a non-hairy piece. By the way, if you guys are just now jumping into the chat, head on up to the to the stream. Head on up to the chat and grab yourself a link to that giveaway to filament roll, spool of filament, 3D Max. You have to be present and in the United States. All right, so that should be ready. And I will have to come back in here because I want to replace these with black. Hey, nice. Thank you, Jose. Appreciate that. Truly, that's very kind of you. And welcome everyone else that's in here. Appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Oh, that's what the noise was. Wait, there's noise that's associated with this now? Well, that's cool. I didn't know that. We learn something new every day. All right, back to this. Oh, so they want you to put it on there completely. We don't need to modify our shell because our shell comes with that already. All right, what about the peeling of the screen? I guess I have to do that right now. The peeling of the screen happens now. Okay, we're gonna peel the screen. Peeling. And now we place this in the perfect spot, which is where? I don't know. I don't know where the perfect spot is. Oh, there it goes. It clicks in. Okay. That's the perfect spot. And then this is going to go on top like this. Are you guys seeing this? I'm looking at the instructions. Okay, and the speaker, before I put this down, speaker's got to go in there. Like, come on, speaker. Get in there, friend. There we go. There we go. Speaker goes like this. And make sure the buttons are correctly placed. They are. That's there. That's where it belongs. Okay, so far so good. Screen is looking good. Buttons are where they need to go. Okay. I think that's correct. These wires we can just push down a little bit like that. Okay. Cool. Let's get this out of here. I'm sure I just got a ton of dust on that screen. Lay off the bourbon? No chance. What's the estimated cost of this build? $170 total. I'm like I said, after I have some time, I'm gonna go back into the description and fix that whole post with all the links. I did it really quickly, like at 9 o'clock, right before jumping in on stream. So I didn't have enough time to sit there and really do it, you know. $1 billion. All right, so I think we can now screw in this portion, and it should be how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws. Let me see. Should we use? So it's going into the front of the thing. So we're going to use these short screws, because the last thing I want is for these to poke out at all. 3, 4, 5, 6. Dude, don't break it. I really don't want to break it. Like, I would really not enjoy that. All right, so that's the nerve-wracking part. Is this? It's threading. It's literally threading screws into brand new, somewhat brittle plastic. Like, I'm just waiting for a crack, you know. There we go. I'm gonna kind of gonna do it light. Kind of gonna do it light. Gotta love that the Hodo, when you're not using it for power, lets you use, you know, it locks out for manual use. Obviously very, very useful for this kind of thing. I'm surprised they don't have holes that go all the way up, but I guess they can't because the screen takes up so much space up there. The one thing I didn't test is the sound. So I guess we're just gonna find out how that works. You know? Alright, so that's in there. Yep, I'm gonna have to clean the screen a little bit. Buttons feel great. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to get black, because that kind of sticks out like a sore thumb, doesn't it? Otherwise, looking good. You can see how tall the new screen is all the way. Alright, then we have this ribbon cable. I don't remember which way this goes. I know this side goes this way, which only means that this side goes this way. And this is definitely the pain of the butt of the original one. Getting this in there is a pain in the butt. And this one being new, it is equally a pain in the butt. Let's do this way. What's a good way to do this? Sideways? No. This way? Yeah, this way. All right, get on in. There we go. All right, before I close this down, we need to run a test. All right, and I can't use regular batteries because I took out the paneling here. So let's get this battery. Unplug it. So this battery is an interesting way to install itself. So first we need to throw the battery in there. Let's unplug it. Okay, we don't need this bundled up anymore, so let's... Actually, I don't think we need it at all. Alright, so the battery needs to go in there first. Like that. Okay, and then followed by this guy, which hooks into the stock area here. Like so. Yeah, let's get it plugged in. And this board actually has some buttons. So this says press the test. And the battery is a purple light. So the battery is plugged in. And then this says press the test. And this checks for what? It says Gameboy Plus and it's green for whatever reason. I guess we'll figure out how that works in a second. But this should just press up against that. And it kind of fits into here like that. Pressure fits. And then we'll get the wiring out of the way. Like that. We'll do a test fit, make sure it powers up, and then I can go ahead and glue this PCB down onto the Game Boy in a way where the cable should still reach through here like that. So that's good. All right, let's see. Moment of truth, everybody. You ready? Power. Screen. Whoa, all kinds of funkiness. That's good. Whoa. What's happening there? Should I blow into the cartridge? Well, that's an unusual scene. Something is definitely up. Maybe I have a ribbon cable backwards or... Alright, so the display is not working properly. Let me try this, because that's what I was trying it with, and it was working just fine. Oh, so it is the cartridge. Oh, okay, we got sound. This is the original. Wow, it's so bright that the camera... Wow, that is so crisp. Let's see. Okay, that's an uncomparable picture to what we were looking at earlier. Oh, okay, so I can turn it down and up. Wow. Alright, we got sound. But why was that happening with the cart? Let's check that out, because the cart is working just fine on the... on here, on my other one. Interesting. So something is going on with this cart and the motherboard, and here's the reason why I say that, because on this guy, I know it'll be impossible to see the screen, but as you can see, easy flash. There we go. We can go down to Gameboy. And here's all the games. And if we go to... I can't see anything on this thing. There we go. Here, let's go to anything. Here's old school Donkey Kong. It'll reboot. Yeah, the display is so crisp. Yeah, so as you can see, this thing works. Yep, sound works. Start. I'm trying, you know, this is upside down. So, okay, so with that said, why does this not work with this? That's the question. Either way, if that works, I'm going to put it together and we'll figure out the rest. Yeah, it kind of just goes crazy. Let's see. It could be a firmware thing as well. Yeah, I mean, look at how crisp and ridiculous the screen is in comparison. It's not even a conversation. We're experiencing technical difficulties. He did say that, didn't he? That's pretty gold. Yeah, I mean, sound works. We have a battery, little battery indicator up there. Battery's low. Oh, I have an idea. So this thing, one of the benefits of this battery is that it can use external power. I wonder if there's something juice related, because I did see some comments about the cart about power. So no, it's not related to power. What the heck? Does it have something to do with the display, or does it have something to do with the motherboard? If the original carts are working, and this cart works in the original Game Boy, why would it not work here? Hey Randy, you ever see anything like this? Yeah, okay, that's working just fine. All right, well that's enough for me to put it together at least, or finishing putting it together. and then do some research about the cart. Well, that's pretty odd. I wonder if it needs new firmware or something like that. All right, so that's all good. I think we're good to put this together, right? Because the only other thing is the screen. So yeah, let's go ahead and put the tri-tips in. That isn't something I've seen happen before. Yeah, same. But you know, my experience is limited in comparison. I never know how tight to make these. So we'll go light, because aftermarket case, or shell, as they call it. You never know. And I just realized I gotta take the battery out, because that is how 2 screws go in. Gameboy, more like Scamboy. It could be power related because the new screen takes more power too. Oh, that's true. Well, I guess I could always pull out the terminals, throw them in here real quick. Like, it wouldn't take that much time. And see if those batteries just have enough more oomph than this. Which technically is possible. That'll be an interesting discovery. But it would be fun to get to the bottom of, you know? Alright, I just broke this. Yep, I just desoldered this pad. Okay. So we have a little mini project now to get that ground back up. Looks like it's a non-shiny solder point, actually. Alright, so maybe it's related to that. There's no way for me to know the power of this. But that's something worth testing. And I got my fingerprint on the screen. So more fun stuff to happen. Side quest unlocked. Yeah, it's definitely a cold solder joint. It looks a little hazy to me. And I'm not just saying that because I broke it. I'm saying it because that's what it looks like. Alright, but everything else is functioning, which is very nice. Come on. They must have not had a D60 secure. Soldering iron that went to 400. Alright. Like I said, I'm scared to tighten this anymore. But that's all on. Yes, yes. Let's put this cover in here, very important. Bam, cover that port right up. All right, now that we need to do more stuff, let me turn the brightness back up. So we see what's going on here. All right, let me cover the screen before I make things worse. Got some IPA on there. We'll see if that's a good or bad idea in a second as well. Paper towel's probably not the best idea. Never mind, I'm not even going to use it. Alright, that's probably as clean as I will have it. You know what else we can try is this guy. Can be used to pick up some of that. There we go. There's that one little speck of dust that I want to get. There we go. That works well. It's a little life hack. For those that don't know, you can use tape as well. Gloves, yeah. I don't see, Chad. I need to print a glove thing for the honeycomb wall. I need that bad. The entire time, yeah. All right, that's good. Let's do this part. This part is interesting as well because this is glass, which is really cool. Let's get this middle piece out of here. I'll do it this way, by the way. Here's another life hack. If you don't want to get crud on the other side while you're breathing on it, hold it downward. All right, so there's a little thing right here. We'll pull it. We'll tab. There we go. We'll go on the outside. I'm hoping all this dust that I see is on this side and not on the bottom. Let's do this a couple more times. Get as much as we can up. Yeah, I wonder how much of this little tiny specks are there forever. Like I see one right there that's gonna destroy me. And this doesn't seem to be doing it. All right, so let me set this down. I guess I can't set that down anymore. I'm in it to win it now. There we go, we're gonna use some tape. There we go. Come on out of there. Now, I can't tell if I have anything clean, but that's looking pretty good to me. We need to have like a clean room where I'm wearing a full white clean suit. All right, we're going. Okay, if there's any problems now, we're going from the other side. Oh, that's so nice. That is so nice. That glass is looking just good. You guys see any dust in there? Do I see any dust in there? No? Alright. Now we gotta get it to work. Okay, let's do a test with the battery, with these batteries and these terminals. And then I'll solder that back up and we'll install it properly with double-sided tape. The other thing that we can technically do, and now that I have all this together, it's going to be a problem, is remove this. Technically, we can get rid of that guy. As in like the spring. I guess I can grab it and spin it out and pull it out. Because this will never get turned into anything else, really. This is staying with this. So I might do that, actually. And if I need to, they sell them. They're very inexpensive, actually. All right, let's get those terminals out of here because they actually pop out pretty easily. Let's get them in here. There we go. This one doesn't like to go in that much, but it's okay. Probably okay for just a test. I did put some double-side tape on there because they're held in different than the stock ones. The stock ones have like a little tab, whereas these do not. So they kind of just sit in there with pressure. Yeah, let me get this one. Lower that. That should go in there now. Okay. All right, let's test. Okay. Let's test with these batteries. See if battery delivery is an option. It is. Look at that. So maybe that battery is just dead. Okay, so that works fine, and it looks so good. All right, let's do the classic. Hold on. Oh yeah. Look at that screen. I mean, that's not even comparable. Oh, yeah. So it's interesting. This is telling me that these batteries are about halfway, which is probably true because I've been playing it for a few days. I mean, that's fantastic looking. It just looks so good. Okay, so that's not... So it's something to do with these batteries. So here's what we're going to do. I can't plug it in while I'm testing it. But we need to solder that back together and plug it in, let it charge. I wonder if there's something funky going on with this thing. Or maybe it was just the cold solder joints. The PCB itself, oops, sorry. The PCB itself looks pretty decent. There's a little jumper that's kind of funky over here. Like, what is it, like a little shunt mod or some sort? Is that supposed to be there? That right there? I don't know. To me, this doesn't look very quality, to be honest. To be completely honest. Like, I don't know if it's flux around that or what, but that doesn't look very good. And this, that's... Are those 1.2 nickel metal hydrides? I don't, they are, yes, they're 1.2 nickel metal hydrides, yes. Check the output with a meter. Resolder your tab before you ditch the battery. Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure. Is that the screen that you change the colors and templates on? Yes. You can add color to no color games. Yes. Yes, that's the case. I just wanted to really have it work with this battery. Bodge wire. Look at that. Hey, Matthew, how you doing? It's more like botched wire, what this is. So they always start out low compared to an alky. Yes. Oh, the LiPo, you mean? Yeah, the problem with this LiPo is I don't even have a charger outside of whatever this board does that will charge this through these leads. Actually, this is a 1 cell. This is a 1 cell. I could charge this. Yeah, I have 1-cell batteries for like whoops. I would just have to make a different connector, like a connector adapter. Because this is just a single cell. I don't know. Let's do this connector real quick. What time we got? 11:18. Guys, there's about, what, 40 minutes? 40 minutes left in the giveaway. That board boosts your LiPo to the 6 volts that the Game Boy needs. Oh, okay. Yeah, because it's a single cell LiPo. Doing good, Matthew. I wish some of the stuff that I'm doing now worked better than it does. But otherwise, things are looking pretty good. I'm very excited to use this Game Boy. The power delivery seems to be the problem here. But this also seems to be the problem. So let's see how I can find a better way, not a better way, but a way to mount this. How am I going to hold this is the question. How am I going to hold this to solder it? There's nothing on this side of the board. So we will hold it here. But then I have to find a sneaky way to hold that lead on there. And that's going to be the tricky part. So we'll do it sideways. But I gotta find some way to get it in there. Lined up. Okay, we're getting close. Gotta line up like this. Like that, right there. Without me holding it. And this guy wants to come apart. Aha. So we just need it further apart, okay? We'll get it. We'll get it. Right there. Wow. Wow, wow, wee wow, look at that. Well, you can't look at it because my camera is in a really funky spot. And the brightness is down because of the camera. Use some flux? Yes, I will. Alright, I got that thing exactly where I want it. I do have some flux. What are you going to play first? Personally, I want to play Pokemon Blue because of memories. Also Tetris because of memories. But I have every ROM that I've ever played and owned. So I could play anything. If you have something specific, maybe Mortal Kombat could be fun. I don't know. Just got to get it running. Hey, BW, how you doing, man? Arthorge. Oh, it was you with the flux. Yes, flux paste. Yeah, flux paste. Check out if you're getting a 6 volt. I'm going to solder first and then we'll do it. The old solder jockey are done. Oh, yeah. If you guys are into, like, if you're actually proficient in doing any kind of soldering, I apologize deeply. My soldering experience is years and years and years of RC hobby, not even like anything high end, and then anything that involves electronics like this and 3D printing. So I've been doing it forever, but it's not, my experience is still very, 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 how do you say this? Noobish? I'm a total noob when it comes to this. Total noob. And I'm okay with that because I get to learn with everybody and show what not to do, and I'm totally cool with it. Looks easy compared to micro soldering. Yes, this looks very, very easy. Tin your pad first. Like on the underside, I guess. Yeah, it has no solder on the underside, by the way. So here you go. So if you guys see that, It has nothing on the underside, so it's just a cold solder. So no warranty then? Well, this pad came off. I mean, it seems to me like this is not even, like, what am I going to do, wait for them? Like, I can only imagine how long I would wait for this type of thing. It would just take ages and ages for them to come through on something like that. So I'd rather get it figured out first, then send them an email saying what happened, and then they can handle it however they want. I'm definitely not the type that's gonna wait. That's gonna wait on a warranty. Drill a hole in it. That's actually, you know, that's totally doable. Like, one thing I would like to make is a what do you say? Tin your pad first. Yes, yes. Yeah, one thing I would really like to do is make a fume extractor, considering the amount of the stuff that I'm pretty much constantly inhaling. All right, let's get some solder onto this pad. Yeah, the pad had nothing. I'm pretty sure this pad has nothing too. And I believe I'm correct. Ugh. So hard to hold. Alright. So this pad, nope, this pad has some. This pad is tinned on the bottom. Let's see if this will be easier this way. Might be able to do both like this actually. Nope. No, this is pretty hard to hold. Here we go, like that. There we go. Let's put this back to, oops, the other way. I need 400. Give me that heat, baby. Yeah, like you can tell the solder that they used is just light, like it's not shiny. It's not shiny looking. All right, let me tin this side. There we go, beautiful. Okay. Guys, I'll catch up with the chat in a second. I'd really like to... Actually, you know what? Let me do this the same way I did that one because it worked. Just going to hold it with this. There we go. There we go. Oh, yeah. See that? Look at that. Boom. That's better. Beautiful. Get a flux out of there. This I'm not very happy with. This side is looking like this solder is like dirty. Ah! And you guys cringing like crazy right now? Okay, I know you guys can't like see it first person, but that is a totally different color. So it was definitely a cold joint there. All right, let's have this thing cool down over here, away from everything. Let's see. Oops, pressing wrong buttons. Can you root that thing via SSH? I'm pretty close. Once you guys see how that little card works, it's pretty close. Lead free? I don't think so. Rosin core wire, flux 1.8%. No, I think I got lead wire. I mean, lead solder specifically. I mean, listen, I could literally always be wrong. Oh, you mean like what they used? Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, sorry. I'm slow. You know, give me a second. Give me a second to catch up with the brain. All right, so now that this connector is back to how it was supposed to be in the first place, let's hook the battery up and test it. Walkman, what should I have my, not battery, what should I have my multimeter set to? Much better than I can do. I gotta admit, you know, after doing my keyboards, endless keyboard builds, I've probably made thousands, maybe even tens of thousands of solder joints at this point. I've soldered so many things now that you know, I'm definitely not scared of soldering anymore. And I started essentially soldering with the keyboard builds, because every single keyboard has so many joints that need to be done. It's like, it's just craziness. And you know, I never knew. Never really knew how to do it. I won't critique you. I'm jack of all trade, master of none. That's right. Get some flux in there, do a quick reflow. Okay, that's a good tip. Yeah, but I did. That's what we did. So this is, I don't know if you guys will be able to see, those two pads at the top there, they are looking so much better than they were. They actually got a shine to them, a sheen. All right, so you're saying 1 to 100. All right, let's hook the battery up. Test the battery. Purple, whatever this is. It's green. Ground. Oops, we're showing 0.1. Looks like we're getting what, 0.44, and then it dies. 0.5 and then it dies. What do I have? I have it on AC. Should I have it on DC? I'm like slow when it comes to this. There we go. 4.1 volts it's giving off. I forgot this thing isn't even in the shot. Here we go. So it's doing 4.1. So it's under. It's not giving enough juice. That is a bit low. And the little display does show that the battery is low. But with this plugged in, this says charge, but it also says USB power. Can you guys see this? So with the USB plugged in, we're at 4.2. So the board is just not giving enough juice. Is that the case? Is that what I'm understanding? So it does give enough juice to play regular titles, but not enough juice for the cart, which takes a little bit extra power. Come on out. The thing is, I don't have experience with other brands of this, so I don't know if the problem is related to this brand of battery pack, because there is a ton of these. Like, not a ton, but there's a few of them. Oops. Of course, the adhesive is weak now that this isn't pressed in there with batteries. But just to do one more test, if I throw these batteries in here, where's our cartridge? Where'd I put it? Oh, right, it's probably in here. Yep, it's in here. So if I put it in here with these batteries, I guess just like with the other one, it turns on. And we can go down to Gameboy. Pick anything. I don't even know what I'm clicking. It's all good. Good point. Unplug battery and try USB. Oh, like straight. Okay, yeah. I'll try that in a second. Oh, it's like a load screen. Midway. Is it a racing game? Digital Eclipse. Mortal Kombat 4. Yeah. That's going to be cool. All right. So we know that everything is functional. So the rest, oops, I don't need to take these batteries out because I want this thing to work. I mean, I guess if I have to, I'll move it, but all right, without the battery, with USB plugged in. What's funny is it still says charge, which is funky. .4.1. So just that's what the board does. So that's just how much the board puts out. So it's literally taking a 5 volt input. So whatever clean juice is doing, interesting. Let's give it one more shot. All right, I guess I won't be gluing in the battery then, huh? Because I'm gonna have to try a different one of these. There we go, slip that in there. Push the battery pack down. Get the wires just tucked in. That should be good. Let's test. Okay, power's up. Oh. Doesn't power up. Oh. It's not in there correctly. There we go. It needs to sit like that. So it looks like I need like a piece of foam or something under it. Yeah, it needs to sit like that so this is flush. Yeah, I mean, it's not even powering up. Okay, so something is up now with the way that this is sitting in here. Let's try that. All right, so we definitely found a weak part of the setup that I have, and that's 100% this little battery situation. Yeah, so it can't handle the power requirement of this particular card. But technically speaking, if you wanted to use that on an original Game Boy, to use original carts, it looks like it's totally fine. Cool, I'm going to turn the volume down because it's pretty loud. I mean, the screen is crazy good. Yeah, I love the little battery output. Here, let's go into it. We'll hit continue. All right, this is my old game. This is my old, like, my old game from when I was a kid. All right, so from what I understand, this... Oh, I think I clicked it by accident. Looks like when I press it, it changes colors. And I should be able to choose the colors I want. That looks good. There's like a blue hue. It's so crisp. Yeah, I mean, these are a bit much for me, for my personal taste. I might just go with the standard, like, white. But that is really cool. Wow, you can even do red? Beautiful. That's so many. How do I get back to the original? Oh, there it goes. All right, I'm guessing I press and hold. Oh, look at this. Okay. We got brightness. It's getting a little stuck in here. It looks like I might need to trim the bottom here of this thing a little bit so that it doesn't hit it, because it does. Like, it's definitely hitting it. Makes it tough to select stuff. Yeah, like I can't spin it like freely. Battery display on. Can you guys even see? I don't even know. I'm trying to like look at it. What's FRM? Come on. Okay, I'm gonna have to trim that little piece. Because I can't spin this. What's that? What's FRM? I don't know. V position. Oh, there's more. Pixel effect. Yeah, I can't spin it freely because it's like rubbing on the bottom. Okay, so you can have different effects. That's okay, I don't want one. Color adjust. Whoa, you can legitimately set a color? Okay, we don't need to do that. Oh, this is like, okay, so you can set the colors. So there's essentially 4 colors, starting with white. And it looks like you can control all of them. Yeah, that's kind of neat. I mean, that's pretty serious. Factory reset. Yeah, what's happening is I'm having trouble going upward with this thing. But down makes it dim. Up makes it bright. And then clicking changes the colors. It's kind of cool. Maybe you might be in some mood, or one of these might work better in some light. But it's definitely a gorgeous display. Surprisingly loud when you face it in your direction, like the speaker. All right, so I want to use the other cartridge, and I'm going to take this out of here anyway because, well, it's not functioning how I want it to function. But this is, technically speaking, not a thing that I can fully complain about to them, really. Outside of their soldering, it's technically functioning as it should, and would be perfectly fine for a Game Boy. I guess I'll charge it up and see what happens then. So I'll just plug it in while that's happening. But technically speaking, if this functions with this and that cart, then the issue is the Well, the solution is either to try different batteries so that charging batteries is easy, or finding something completely different. But for now, I'll have to butcher my OEM one for these things right here, for these terminals, as a temporary solution. Also, in a minute here, I'll sit down and actually like put the camera so that you guys can see, and we'll try something out. But I just want to get it all working before I clean some of this up off my desk. And it looks like we'll have like 10 minutes or so to hang out. Well, I guess because this isn't the thing, I can always go get my non-USB-C battery door. I guess it's safe to say that I don't recommend this particular battery, but like I said, if you're gonna play carts, it looks like that's totally okay. All right, so first of all, this is the modern Ultimate Game Boy. So as a little summary, we got a transparent black case with a glass LCD cover here. We got transparent black buttons. I am using OEM rubbers under there, which I will turn to all black. That will change these buttons to all black, which I really like. In the back here, we have an Easy Flash Junior with a 16 gig card, although they go up to 32 SD cards in there. At the moment, we don't have the USB-C, which is a bummer. Yeah. Speaker's good. Everything's functional. We have an OEM board. And, yeah, okay, so let's, here, let me do this. Let me clean up a little bit. I'll sit down, and we can, I'll check in with the chat, sip a drink. We'll wait, how many more minutes? We got 15 minutes in the giveaway. For those of you guys joining in, there is a pinned comment in the chat on the top there. Feel free to jump in. You have to be in the United States and plan on staying for, well, at least 15 minutes for the end of the stream. Always make sure you check your soldering iron's temperature with your bare fingers. Just grab it. Be a man. All right. What else can I move out of here? This tape can hang. Make sure you stub your toe on an Ender 3v3. All right, let's have an actual seat. Lower my table here. All right, let me catch up with chat. Let's see what you guys are talking about here. B Cuddy, what's up, man? I haven't talked to you in a hot minute. It's Pokemon Blue. My OG Pokemon Blue. Admittedly, I never got it with this. I got it with the SP, the Advanced SP. Since then, it's long gone, and apparently same with my Tetris cartridge. But Randy May inspired me to try to build the Ultimate one, and I was going to build it out of this, and I got sentimental and decided to keep this, and bought from him a donor with a broken screen, which I took the speaker out of for this and the motherboard for this. So now I have a modern DMG-01, which I'm super excited about. Look at it, it's gorgeous. It's not embarrassing to like have this thing, and it feels amazing. Now, the thing that's happened if you're just joining in is I wanted to use this battery called the Clean Juice. This USB-C powered battery with a little board, the LiPo battery. But it doesn't have enough juice to power my cartridge. It does, however, power a standard cartridge, but this one requires a little more power. And I do remember reading that that's a thing, and this battery, I forgot that I'm not even on this camera. This battery that's in here, that's for saves, gets charged. Because one of the things I read about it is that it takes time for this thing to load at first. So I'm just doing some assuming here. Actually, it can't be charged, right? I don't know, but it was something power delivery related that I read about. So I guess it just doesn't have enough juice. But the screen is amazing. Does it work with the USB plugged in? It does not. It still outputs the same output. We checked, Gavin. But that's a good suggestion. Still silly. Outputs only 4.1 with just USB. Yeah, I mean, the thing is how much is it supposed to? These are 1.2s, all right? So that's 4, 2, 4, 6, 8. So isn't it supposed to be doing almost 5? It's supposed to be doing 4.8. Why is that board only outputting 4.2? Is it to save power? Here's the thing. Let's go here. Let's go back to Handheld Legends. So if we go to Game Boy Original and go to Power. So I bought which one? I don't know. XL? Is there a difference? I don't think there's a difference. Yeah, here's that little shunt situation. I don't think there's a difference. I think that's just a battery MAH difference. DMG juice. This board looks different than mine. Yeah, this is a totally different board. Yep. So let's see what it says here. Adds 11.1 watts of power compared to 2 watt of the largest AA batteries available, giving you almost 6 times the gain time. Okay. Regular USB, so you can charge a Game Boy while you're out. Trim the 3 battery lines. Nah, whatever. USB-C, you cut a hole for the USB-C port. We didn't have to do that because I bought the door. Blah, 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 nothing there. Documentation. Maybe there's something here. Let's see. Clean juice. 0. Did this page help you? No. There's nothing here. Let me not be mean. Oh, I can't undo it. Okay. To charge. Okay. Completely dead. It'll take 1 to 2 hours. Okay. From completely dead, depending on your charge here, 1 to 2 hours. Okay, it's the same. It just says the same thing for all of those. All right. Whoa. V1, V2. Which one do I have? I have version 2. So I don't have this version. And this says Handheld Legends. I definitely don't have that. Good, bad, okay. So I don't have that one. Two LEDs, color may vary. PG label items on the board means USB cables providing power. Yeah, that's all fine and dandy. So, this is Game Boy Advance. Game Boy Color. This is different. That's different. So this is the one that I needed. This doesn't have any information. Troubleshooting. No, none of these are related to this. Alright, well, it is what it is. So this truly wasn't very helpful. But I'll send an email and see what they say about the power. Obviously, if it's powering cartridges and powering the thing itself, they're not going to do anything. Looks sharp. Looks good. Yeah, it really does look good. Sorry, I'm catching up with everyone. You don't need 32. No, I use a 16 gig and it's fine. So I need to update my Game Boy Color more modern. I've done it to my GBA and GBA SP already. Nice, B-Cuddy. That's cool, man. Yeah, I want to do the SP. Driving, they're expensive, but I love them. High voltage battery, but looking at nice thing, you don't have to keep rebuying them all the time. Yeah. I mean, these batteries are I use them for flashes and stuff for photography. They're amazing batteries, and they're rechargeable, so they're fine. But still, taking 4 batteries out, putting them in a charger versus plugging in a USB-C, come on. Nice. That's cool. I don't own every single one, B-Cuddy, but as a fun fact, I have played every single Pokemon game except for the Switch, and I have a Switch emulator on my MacBook Pro that I got Pokemon for. I don't remember which one, but the Switch is the only system I didn't own and didn't play. So every single other game up to the Switch, Pokemon related, I've played almost to completion. Not all of them I've completed. Clean juice on my OG GBA works for me, but obviously the DMG uses more batteries than BCB. Yes. You need 6 volt. What does the battery say or test? It tested a 4.2, Sly. Maybe the battery should be 7.2. The battery says nothing anywhere. I guess I could test it. The battery doesn't have a single stamp or line of text anywhere. Yeah, I could test it. It's a single volt. It's a single cell, I think. I don't see 2 cells in there. It's only one of these little pockets. I guess it could be split in there or folded. It could be 2. I thought it was 1. Shows the lettering on the battery. Sorry, dude. There's no. Sorry, I'm getting there late. There's no. There's nothing on the battery at all. It has no text anywhere, and I'm trying to look in there. Trying to see if there's multiple. No, there's nothing labeled anywhere on there. Maybe it is 2 cells. I can't tell. Yeah, I can't quite tell if it's 2 cells. I'll check if there's more specifications in here in a second. Your battery is not the site pick. Sorry, I'm just now getting to the bottom of the chat. Not to be rude or anything, but when's the giveaway? The giveaway is usually it's in 5 minutes. So if you ever go to this thing right here, Gamer, it tells you right here on the right. It's a live feed. You would love Pal World? Oh yeah? I don't know if I even heard of that, to be honest. You missed Matthew. They'll only be talking Pokemon soon. Multiple copies in the 10. Oh, that's 7 Switches? All right, we gotta have a conversation then, man, because I was about to pick up what's it called? I was about to pick up a Wii the other day, and I stopped myself. Not for myself, for my daughter. She doesn't really have any consoles. And we've been playing Switch from my MacBook, because I can hook up any amount of controllers, and the Switch emulator is flawless on the ARM chip. So you can play any Switch games perfectly fine on the TV. Obviously, it's not ideal, but it's from my computer, and she loved it. She has a lot of fun. She gets frustrated, but a lot of fun. So I was thinking of picking up a system, and the Wii, you can mod the Wii. So I was looking at doing that, but we'll see. A Switch would be amazing. So if you have 7 of them, and maybe I can get one off here or something. And by that, I mean buy. Must be under the sticky pad. Are you charging from PC? I am. Needs to be at least 2S for voltage. So dot matrix type print. Sure, be a man. Another shirt idea, huh? We got to get at least one shirt idea out of these, of all these streams. Feder, what's the other channel called? Oh, my other channel? I think it's called 3D Print SOS RC. So if you go youtube.com/ at 3D Print SOS RC, but you can also find it at the bottom of my channel. So if you go to youtube.com/ YouTube, I've said 3D Print SOS before. YouTube.com/ 3D Print SOS. On the bottom, there's a link to, or even on the top, to 3D Print SOS RC. Charging from PC is no good. I can plug it into power. I have power right next to me. So we can do it. I kind of wanted to like play a game, but we're over here messing around. Here, I have power right here. That should be plugged in directly to power. And actually, can I reach it? Am I reaching? All right, that's as far as it goes, but that's enough to test. Here, let's let me get the meter. I guess I could play a game shortly after doing the giveaway, since I decided to do one. I gotta say that the LEDs maybe look a little bit brighter than through the PC. I don't know, I can't tell. But it wouldn't matter unless the battery's just dead, but I don't think that's the case. It could be. It could be that the LiPo is all the way dead, which would be smart of them to ship it as low as they can. Alright, let's go DC. What are we at? Nope, it's 4.2. 4.18 is what we're showing. So regardless of what it's charging from, the output itself is 4.18. 4.19. So if you hold it on here long enough, it goes to 4.2. Yeah, 4.18 is where it's at. So that's just what it is. Here, I'll set it on the side here and just let it charge. Bummer, 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 bummer. Not enough. Yeah, it's definitely not enough. Did you get bits needed for your plane behind you? Yes, I did. I mentioned it earlier. Yep, this is the last bit I need. Got it in. Perfect length. Everything's perfect on this thing. Got it from Amazon. I think it's called piano wire. That's what I was looking for. I have 16 GameCubes. Dude, that's too many GameCubes. 16, you can make like a throne out of that and just sit on there. I had the Wii's of those who play Japanese Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire on the Wii. Yeah. I think the Wii's a fantastic, what's it called? Console, actually. All right. 5 tools changing last hot on. Oh, nice. Oh, UPS jail. No, not nice. That's not nice. I can't stop myself picking up old consoles at yard sales. Currently have an Atari, nice, and television. Ooh, original Xbox and Xbox 360. I gave away my Wii. I have a problem. That's not a problem. Look at my room. Look where I'm sitting. All right, guys. So the giveaway has ended. Let's see how many of you guys entered. 39 people entered, so amazing chances to get yourself a spool. Let's see who the winner is. Going to my other side. Let's go to here. Let's go to winners. Draw a winner. Yes, hit draw. Okay, we're drawing. Are you in the United States? Yes. Did you answer the question? No. You didn't answer the question. You got to answer the question. It's a requirement. It literally says, answering this is required. Repick. United States, yes. Answered yes. Oh, I know who this is. Your answer was yes. Do more retro gaming handheld builds. I like that answer. Announce winner in widget. Announce. Boom. Congratulations, Caleb. Caleb, are you in here is the real question. But congratulations, you won yourself a spool of 3D Max filament, PLA Plus. So now you just have to say yes that you're in the chat, and you get yourself a spool. I have a Nintendo console and printer problem. 15 printers now. Someone's abandoned V0 makes 16. That's pretty good. I'm gonna have to do a a large exodus. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 machines to get rid of at some point. Caleb, are you in here, sir? I saw you in here earlier, but I can't tell if you're in here now. But you were in here earlier. Someone ping Caleb if he's not in here. Some of you guys might know him. He's in like every stream. There he is. Hey Caleb, congratulations. You won yourself a spool of 3D Max. You already know the deal, but I'll tell you anyway. Alright, because you got to confirm that you heard this information. Alright, so I need you to go to their website, 3D Max. To the 3D Max website, and I need you to look at the PLA Plus selection and pick one that's in stock. Okay, it has to make sure it says it's in stock. And then send me an email at fetter@3dprintsos.com. So my first name, fetter@3dprintsos.com. If you forget this and you need it, if you go to my YouTube channel, hit about, you can get the email in there, okay? So email me your address and your choice of filament. Make sure you give me both, and also your full name, because sometimes people don't give me their full name, and we can't ship without a name, okay? So full name, address, and then your selection of filament. Send that to me as soon as you can. Tonight would be great. And as soon as I get to work, I guess on Monday, I will forward it over to them, and it'll be in their hands. All right, Caleb, make sure you confirm that you understand those very simple directions. $30% new skins? Nice. That'd be cool. Tag me when you say I'll drive on over, pick some up. How far is that drive for you? Yes, I do. Okay, cool. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm gonna close this window, but congratulations on the filament, and that should be a nice one for you. My problem is power tools. I love having the right tool. I really do. So did you set up your other emails, Ferdo and Fednor? That's funny. That's a good one. All right, so using uncertified hardware may result in more than 5 volts being delivered to your clean juice product. Interesting. So they don't want you to have more than 5 volts. All right, I guess I will email them about this. But yeah, it looks like it would be perfect. Okay, so the writing is underneath the battery. Oh, and this thing says that the battery's full. Okay, so the battery's fully charged now. Let's see if I can pull... Aha! Here we go. We got some markings. Let's see. Polar Bear. What's your favorite printer out of the whole collection? Probably my Trident, because my Trident can do anything, really. And because there's no one controlling it except for me. There's no cloud services or no nonsense. And if there is cloud service, I set it up myself through Moonraker. I can make it do anything that I want it to do without any limitation. And it was built by me, so you're kind of like attached to it. So Polar Bear, to answer your question, my Voron Trident is my favorite machine. If I was to keep one, I would pick that one. If I was to keep two, I would pick my V0R1 and the Trident. So maybe the Micron that I'm going to build soon is going to be the next thing, but we'll see. There's a bunch of printers coming out that are just unbelievable. But to me, they're just less fun. Anyone can pick one up. You know, it's like a built, not bought type of thing. So I think about an hour and a half drive. Okay. Maybe, you know, I could always meet you or something. It depends. HodoLink. That HodoLink, did you find the HodoLink? Someone else found the HodoLink. If you go to any of my other videos, the HodoLink is down there. 2D print SOS, nice. That's how I feel about my 2.4. Yeah, it's just how it is. It's just nice. If you haven't, I don't have an ERC off the carrot feeder. I have a version 1. And I'm going to wait until version 2 kits are readily available and probably build one there. Because they are available like on AliExpress, but I don't think they're officially out anywhere. Thinking of building a Voron as I get time. It's just, John, there's nothing like it, to be honest. It's as good as you make it. You can make a really crappy Voron. But if you put in the time, it's going to be a no-brainer. V1 to V2. Yeah, the V2 R1. There's actually going to be a, well, I think there already is a R1.1. So V2 R1.1 is where it's at. I got a Hodo from that link. Love that damn thing. It's so good. It's so good. Got to order Triangle Ass V2 upgrade. Yep. Got dibs on one of the 300 size printers. Yeah, I mean, the sad part is, and I have 3 of them now. I like them, but I don't have the space. The Trident is 300 by 300, and just because it's a Core XY machine, which is what my next video is about. Next video is about Core XY, Cartesian, and Delta, and as a bonus, the new Ender machine, Core XZ. And like their strengths and weaknesses. It doesn't go into detail, extreme detail about any of them. It just gives you a general, what is this? But still an interesting take, you know, and seeing them side by side and doing their thing together. But yeah, the 300 by 300 and even the 400 by 400 machine I have are great. I don't have the space. I just don't have the space. Caleb, I forgot. You mean the email? That's the only message I got. The email is Fedor, Fedor, at 3dprintsos.com. Yeah, they do fluctuate up and down. They really do. I went 350. Nice. Honestly, these nuts. Yes, I agree. I have a 300 and it's compact, as you can imagine. Yep. All right, so let me try. All right, that's what I wanted to do, is show this. So it's a Tawai cell. It's a 3.7. So it's taking 3.7 and turning it to 4.2. Huh. I think this battery might be a little too low. But it's a single cell battery. They're all going to be 3.7, aren't they? Unless it's one of those high volt single cells, which is what, 4.25? Reborn is a cool machine. It is. It's like an interesting hybrid between building one from scratch and using one as like a platform to build more stuff. Right. It boosts the power, yeah. Do I have those batteries in here? I guess because this is empty, I could put it in there. Let's do that. Let's test this out. All right, let's get this. I mean, this screen is brutal in comparison. the battery contact. So this is just not. It's just not the best thing in the world, it seems. Or it needs like an additional piece of foam to hold it down like this. I guess it does come with adhesive. Doesn't quite line up perfectly either. There we go. Can it give power? Wait. Is it working? Wait, it's working. Wait. Wait, hold on. So it's working on this Game Boy. This is something I have not tested. What would be... Oh, the difference is the screen. The screen is the difference. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so this thing works perfectly fine if you're using the original Game Boy and carts. Which, right, we already tested that. I just blanked. It's the screen. The screen takes additional power. All right, and I didn't want to test it anymore because we already figured that out. And I just wanted to play this thing a little bit. So yes. And also, it's a little bit lighter, which is nice. What's going on here? There he goes. So there's definitely something funky about the battery. So out of all the products so far, everything is fantastic, but that I would not recommend. It's just funky. All right, let's do this. Also, I'm going to turn this down a little bit. Here, let's try a different angle real quick. Can I put this somewhere? All right, let's do... Hold on, I got this. Oh, yeah. Okay. Hold on, give me a second. What is this? Oh, I left my multimeter on and it has a warning. Okay, here we go. So, if I undo this, should be able to put this almost over these things. Like that. Hold on, bear with me, everybody. Bear with me. And then, what's the next shirt? Did I answer the question? I must have missed the question. All right. Okay, let's see if I can get my hands in there. It's gonna be pretty tough to get my hands in. All right, it's gonna have to be like on an angle, to be honest. Otherwise, I won't be able to play it. Also, this is... Oh, I was about to say it's working, but that's because it's on other batteries. Man, that's good. Look at the text on that. Yeah, I think the screen just pulls too much power. Can you measure that battery? I can in a second, sir. Maybe those... Yeah. Dodgy cap. It could be. Sent an email. All right, perfect. All right. Look at the comparison. It's kind of hilarious. All right, let's see. Let's turn this one. Wow. Guys, you think you can compare this? This is hilarious. Will she let me leave without taking the Pokedex? Or wait, she doesn't give me the Pokedex. She gives me something else. I don't remember. Wow. So here we go. Here's what happens from 1989 to 2024. Quite the ridiculousness. So the only thing that's a problem is I legitimately have to trim this a little tiny bit on this side because you can't freely move this up and down. See, like I'm not trying to press it, but it's getting stuck. This is cool. The fact that you can add a little color like this, like add a little bit of a color, is very nice. So, and it's possible to add more because technically there's 4 colors involved, so you can tweak it yourself in the settings. Like this is an example. Obviously, it's ridiculous the color scheme here, but you can see that this is 3. This is green, orange, and what, blue? So you can tweak it to how you like. which I will do at some point and have a custom one on here. I wonder if I can tweak any of these, like instead of starting from scratch. 28, 29, 30. There's really that many? Like, this is 32. That looks pretty good. What do you guys think? I can't even see this. I don't even want, like, as pleasant and nostalgic as this is, I don't even want to use this. Like, it's very difficult. Turn that off. Now this is nice. Let me see if I can zoom in just a bit and still keep it. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, the other thing that you can do here is, this is actually a button. So if I push this, it actually resets. You can turn orange for nighttime playing, yes. Because when I play on my PS1 with the Gameboy, yeah. You just can't see anything. Better, what modifications can you do to the Wii? There's a lot of software stuff you can do. You can essentially get access to play any ROM. So you can play any of these. You can play any Nintendo game on there, under the Wii. Like, you can play Wii games, but everything under the Wii as well. So you can emulate on it, and it's powerful enough to play all those perfectly. You know, let's get into Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat 2. Do I have any more on here? Metroid would be fun. Motocross. I don't even remember what I put on here. I have so many more than this too, which I just have to like comb through. Donkey Kong Land? No, Donkey Kong Land 2. I guess this is the only Mortal Kombat. Oh, Mortal Kombat 4. Here we go. All right, let's see. Might have to dig up my old Wii from the boxes. Yeah. Just if you type in, it's called Homebrew. I think it's called Homebrew. If you type in Homebrew Wii, you'll see what I mean. There's so much you can do. And also, JP, if you still have like the old AV plugs, there's like a $10 adapter for HDMI on Amazon. Whoa, look at that. Scorpion. Where's Liu Kang? Gotta do Liu Kang. Novice? No way. Yeah. Whoops. I don't even know what I pressed. Palm Pilot? That was my nickname in high school. That's terrible. Wins 3 in a row? What do you mean wins in a row? What does this mean? I don't know what this is. Intercombat? This is for something else. This is for like save games or something. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Come on, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Where's kick? Why can't I kick? Is this a advanced game or a Game Boy Color game or something? I can't kick. Oh. I got whooped. Wait, this is kick, right? Okay, so the problem is when I hold backward strongly, it pushes down as well. That's what's happening. That's why I was so confused. Oh. Oh, look, he's doing a finishing move on me. Okay. That's pretty gruesome. All right. No, let's see what else we got. This also has automatic saving. So when you save the game in-game, it saves to a folder, which is amazing. For example, oops, that's where you set the time. So we're here in Saver. So whenever you save, it saves to here when you quit. It's pretty cool. Let's see something else. Final Fantasy, Kirby. Let's do Kirby. You can obviously put any ROM on here you want, by the way. $1992. Wow. Hold on, I gotta remember how to play this. You can permanently fly? Wow, I legit don't remember the controls. So this inhales. I can eat them and then shoot them out. And apparently I can permanently fly, which is not something I remember about Kirby at all. Can I jump on... Whoops. Can I jump on those or no? No, you can't. Okay. Aw. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, you know what? I bet I was supposed to fly there. Nope. Do I have to suck in like that before flying, or can I, whoops, or can I just go? Can I just hold up? Let's see. Oh no, I can just hold up. Okay. I don't remember that. Why don't I remember that? So many little people right there. Ah! It's kind of funny you can just eat everything. Alright. So anyway, you can play all sorts of stuff, and this thing is, it just looks gorgeous. It really does. That just pauses. Whoa! Okay. So there we go. I would also, well, no, I can't play any Metal Slug. Metal Slug was also one of my favorite games for the SP. So I would love to play that, but obviously not on this. But the fact that this functions this good with this screen and this cart, the fact that I can add anything I want on here via that is unbelievable. And I'll take it out because I want to add a few more titles that I wanted on here. How cool is that, guys? How cool is that? Anyone else thinking about picking up one of these? And how ridiculous is this? So you can pick one of these up that's already done for about 130 or so. But I think that making it yourself is a little bit more fun. Obviously, the battery has costs associated, and it might be worthwhile finding a better solution if you're trying to do both. Like, what's this right here? DC regulator board. That's that board that's on the side. You would have to... Power board's dying. Common sense include faded screen, lack or no contrast, failure to load games, freezing, total non-power on conditions. No, that's not really the case. The screen on the non-working motherboard was pretty good. Like, as in, like, it had issues, but it was very vibrant and fine. So that's not it. So this wouldn't be a thing. Okay, hold on. This gives modders much wider range if they want to install 2S LiPo kits. Okay, that's interesting. Hey, thank you. Nice. Yeah, thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Yeah, it's already 12:30. Fix amusement games like jukebox arcades and pinball machines. Oh, really? Wow, that's actually a pretty neat thing. Yeah, if you guys dig it, you know, I think I would love to. So just for instance, when I do a live stream for a printer, I usually get between 1,000 and 1,500 views by the time the stream is done. And this one, there's 281. So a clear indicator, you know, that not a massive amount of people want to see this, right? Although printers are what my channel is about. So not, the subscriber thing isn't going to jive, at least for a while, until I just do more myself. I'm interested in it. I would much rather do content on my channel that I enjoy doing than be jailed into something that, you know, could get stagnant or something. I'm never not going to like 3D printing. That's stupid. But there's something about this that just crosses all kinds of, you know, checks all kinds of boxes for me. And I'm just, I enjoy it. Like, that was such a fun thing to do. I love building stuff. I love electronics. And bringing back this is super cool. I'm going to mess with this, make sure all the games are on there that I want. I'm going to remove a bunch of games that I don't want on there. So that's just me messing with the games library. This, like I said, I'm gonna put it back to stock and put it on my shelf. And this is just a prized possession from my childhood. So all of my focus is going to go on this, and I definitely want to get black here. So I have to put it in an order anyway. So I got to figure out what the battery situation is. That's why I said a few. Yeah, I think I'm into it. And Randy, I don't know if you're still here. Maybe not, but he's definitely fueling my fire for it. That's for sure. So this is interesting right here. This little board that's on the side says that the input range of clean power on VIN is 2.5 to 12 volts. This gives modders a much wider range if they want to install 2S LiPo kits. I want to know more about 2S LiPo kits. With the red pin being labeled on the board, installation was stupid easy, but also DC power works perfectly. Add a power regulator to my upgrade because I was doing a build on an IP screen with the audio amp installation, paired it with rechargeable battery pack, and everything works. Oh! Hey, Randy. So I wonder if this is it. Because in my passing of a few days worth of research, I did come across this. I have heard of people talking about this, and I would essentially like to put an amp in here. There's no reason not to. It's extremely inexpensive, and it would be just fun. Like, yeah, the music does eventually get annoying, but just to be able to crank it to some degree would be pretty fun. It looks like that might fix everything for you. That's interesting. But that would mean, but what about the battery though? JP, any input on this? I know you don't have like direct experience here, but $20, dang. 77 reviews and two. Let me go back. What are the two questions? Where are the questions at? Is it compatible with DMG Retro Pixel IPS screen for funny playing? Yes, it's compatible. This is complementary to or redundant with the Clean Juice battery. It pairs alongside the Clean Juice battery. They both serve separate functions. Gameboy DMG Original Clean Amp Pro. What is this? What is this? Whoa! Whoa! Wait. Does this add a second speaker? No, no. That's kind of wild. Oh, this might be super loud. Yeah, this is really loud. My apologies.
higher wattage. So a speaker of 1/2, then you can turn the volume up and down. That you should be fine. But that's due to the app.
I wonder how that functions. I'll have to look into that a little bit further. That's also the part I showed you the other day was snapped in half. Yes, it is. Yes, that was true in the bad shape. Yes, but hold on, let me go back to the screen. So is the problem the cart or the screen or both? And will something like that solve the problem, or do I just need more battery? I have questions. Yeah, so this is all just case stuff, or is there more? Alright, so what's going on here? Voltage regulator. 5 volts, step up, step down. Fuse. I gotta see which one of these I bought. Oh, I can see it. I have the receipt. Did I get the XL or non? Let's see. So I bought the original. So I bought this one, but that shouldn't matter. There's only one review. Oh, this is because that's the battery itself. Hold on, let's go back up. Logging out. Hey, absolutely. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Appreciate it. Your battery's at 25. Yes. So let's click here. Let's go here. Because this says, what did it say? 7 questions. Let's see if this is answered. Someone answered it. How many volts? Well, the regular NXL version is a 3.7. The regular has 2500 mAh. The XL has 3000. Will this mod work well with a backlight mod? Non-IPS? Yes. Cut the shell. Simple drop-in module. Life capacity, that's okay. Move the USB somewhere else. Clear DMG case, plugged into the charge, port lights up. Yes, that's fantastic. Yep, all that works. Soldering anything? Nope. For that case, doesn't matter. Okay, so that doesn't actually answer anything. Sometimes people will say interesting things in their reviews that might be relevant. Tetris. Man. Here we go. Easy Flash. This guy has that. Does he have a screen too? Hey, okay. So this person has all the same mods that I have. Where'd it go? Right here. I'm very interested in this. I got this because I got tired of using a lot of AA batteries. I tried rechargeable batteries, but didn't have enough amps to power the console that was fully modded. This lithium battery is the best option for my needs. Wait, well, okay. Now I'm confused. So that person has exactly the same stuff. So what's up with that? How do we figure that out? Because now I'm very curious. I am very curious about that. All right, let's do another test. All right, Clean Juice. Do the stuff that I want you to do. There we go. Push down, down. Get this in there. Yeah. Yeah, it just doesn't have the power. It just doesn't have the power. What do I turn the screen down? Screen brightness down. Ha! Well, that's something. Check this out. So, it's totally a power delivery issue. And look at this. It doesn't have enough juice. It just doesn't have enough power to turn on the card. And also, it's showing that the battery is empty. But this thing was saying the battery was full. Alright, let's try to turn this all the way down. And reset it and see if it's going to boot up. No. Oh. Alright, let's just make sure it's seated in there correctly, although that's definitely not the problem. That's funky. Bring this back down to 1. Gotta go through 30 something of these. 30. 30. Wow, there's so many colors. There we go. Okay, well, that was worth a try. Okay. Conclusion is, it's this thing. That's the conclusion. Come on out of there. What are we stuck on? I don't want to break it. What are we caught on? Something over here on the right side. Let's get a little spudger. What do we go under? Like the terminal or something? What am I caught on? I think I went under the terminal, which is wild. Well, I don't want to YOLO it out of there. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Clean juice, huh? Just a sanity check once again. Boom, 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 boom. Well, that was almost something. But why does it work for some people? Maybe I just have a faulty one, which is obviously very possible. And these guys are in PA, so they're local somewhat. Let's see. Yeah, full power. Full power. Easy flash. Yeah, it opens right away. Okay, so it's power delivery. But I still find it odd that that person, his is working fine. Yeah, like, what's up with this? Why is his review like this? Okay, here's another one. This guy has the LEDs that I was talking about. So this is the thing that I would like to do. There's another one with LEDs and obviously a screen. That's just the backlit. Yep, okay, here's the car. This is literally everything that I had. Right here, this guy. Have. So let's see. So nice to have this mod. It gives more room to mod my old but beloved Game Boy Classic. I don't have any draining issues with this one. Non-Excel version, and can play hours with it. In this case, I don't do any case modification. Cutting battery lines, right. Just battery cover, need a hole for USB. The board moved a little bit when you plug in USB-C label. Okay, I solved this with Lego pieces. So people are running my exact setup. So can it be the power delivery thing? Okay, been happy with the function of the battery, easy charging. Haven't run out of juice yet for a week. You know, I can't tell what screen this person has, but the ISP screen goes lower. And he has a regular cartridge in there. But that one was definitely exactly the mods that I have. All right, well, I'll send them an email and see what they say. I'm thinking it's possible that it's faulty. Right here. After modding ISP, I noticed DMG prematurely give up half empty batteries because of the backlit IPS panel. Needs a minimum voltage to work. Using this battery mod provides stable voltage for the modded console. Runtime's plenty and charging opportunities available everywhere. So gaming is virtually unlimited. I have to subtract 1 star for less than ideal fit out of the box. Yeah, the fit is definitely not ideal, but once it's in there, it doesn't matter. You're not taking this thing out for any reason. The problem is, I just want it to work. I should have just stuck with AA's. Battery pack will drain from full dead in a week. Oh, and after a week with no use. Can't charge from USB-C cut out? Why? I can. I don't know. I wonder if they changed the screen in the latest revision and it draws more power. Yeah, I mean, it could be. So if we go to the screen... This guy. V5? Q5. Oh, this is V4. Okay, yeah, so it's this one. I've got this one. Cycle arm with long press for OSD. Let's see if there's any questions about this. Does it work with the original glass lens? Up IPS-V3. Okay, thank you for typing in all caps, dude. You know, nothing you know, I'm probably gonna have to actually maybe go on Reddit or search somewhere else. Yeah. $19.89. Course record, 2 minutes. Oh. Oh, I don't remember how to play this. Wow. Oh boy. Ah! Hold on, can I restart? Oh wow, I'm brutal at this. Is there a jump? Oh, you got a boost over those? Wow. Well, this I'm brutal at. I'd like to restart. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, come on. Stop it. Oh. Terrible. I need like time to figure out how to play it again. Here we go, here we go, let's go. Time's up. Alright, we're gonna do better this time. Alright, Mr. Walkman, thank you for your input. And thank you for being here for sure. Qualifying time is 1:20. Alright, let's see. Oh, should have pressed that button. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's go like this. Let's go like this. There we go. So far, so good. I forgot the jump. Got it this time. Oh, I needed to lean forward there. Oh, come on. Here we go. Here we go. No, how is he so much faster? No. No, come on. I was right there. Okay, I'm under the time. Doing better. No! Oh, double crash? That's not gonna work. Triple crash? That's over. It's over, boys. Oh, brutal. Brutal. No. Come on. Well, I think I made it. 143. There we go. That's a record. I guess you can't save or pause. I think if you push this, was it the center? Yeah, I think if you push the center, I think it's supposed to save, but I think it's only supposed to save if the game has a save. Right? Yeah, reading. So it didn't save that because there's nothing to save. Alright, like where was the setting? Yeah, autosave is on. Yeah, and Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance games that I have on here, this thing obviously can't play. What would it do? What would it do if I try? Yeah, just error. Yeah. There. And Game Boy Color? What would happen if I do Game Boy Color? Rayman. It's gonna try, it looks like. It's called Crash. You crash. Running with fumes. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Definitely probably won't be the last one of these because it's just fun to do. Wait, why is Rayman for Game Boy Color working? Oh, this game is specially designed for Game Boy Color. Please use a Game Boy Color to play this game. That's interesting that this is even in here, isn't it? Kind of cool. All right. Well, I think we're going to call it here. I'm going to end up sending them an email about this thing. Really unfortunate that it doesn't work. I don't know what I'm going to really do with it if it doesn't work in this example, because I want to be able to use it for this cartridge, like for this exact setup. So I'll have to mess with it and just see what happens, I guess. See what they say. But what a setup. This is such a fun setup. The screen is an absolute game changer. The screen is an absolute game changer. And this thing still feels just awesome. Like it just feels solid, has a nice weight to it. You can see through it just enough. It's not just pure black. Very cool. Loving it. Loving it, loving it. Let me know what they say. Yeah, we'll do. I have a feeling it's some kind of power delivery issue, especially seeing just right there in the reviews, people literally having the same exact setup. So we'll find out. I'll have to do some more searching, see where it ends up. Randy, thank you for being here, man, and thank you for your help with the donor motherboard. And you literally found it, made sure that the things that I needed are in it, and sold it to me. So I appreciate it, man. You did all the hard work. And we'll have some more chats about everything else as well. All right, everybody. I think I'm gonna call it here. Another fun night, another fun stream, a little bit different. But it's not. It's nice to not always do just endless 3D print stuff, especially when my studio is just packed. Obviously, I would love to do 3D print related things, and I think I will with an SP. I think we'll do a 3D printed case for one and swap the whole thing, and maybe do some other mods, because there's a bunch of fun stuff you could do to that. And the fact that you can run this cart. You do have shorter ones. This one's big. It'll like stick out of the SP. Right? We'll figure that out as we go. Thank you, Gavin. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for all the insights as well. Got me looking up Game Boys now. Sorry. It happened to me. It happens to the best of us. So, all right, everybody. Thank you all for being here yet again. Check out that shop at 3D Print SOS if you guys want to get like a mug or a shirt or one of these work mats. They're fantastic for this type of stuff. And the shirts all look cool. I'll try to have more on there as time goes on. Thank you, everybody. B Cuddy, we got to chat too, man. We got some chatting to do, my man. And thank you for popping in, dude. I haven't talked to you in a hot minute. All right. Iceman, see you. Thank you, everybody. I'll catch you on the other side. Later.